Joslyn Weber with the Prowler here with head varsity softball coach Peyton Dean, and we've also invited senior pitcher Lilli Backes, who recently, earlier this week, broke Starr's Mill's school record for number of career strikeouts. And I think it was 712, was it?
It was 693. She's at 712 now.
Got it.
Afterwards, yeah.
How are you guys both doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Good. Good. So, I'm gonna turn to you first. What are your thoughts on the record?
It was great to break it, and I know it hadn't been broken in a long time, so it was awesome to be able to break it.
Who do you have to thank for it?
Really just all my teammates, my coaches, and everyone who's helped me.
Good. And coach, with all this record breaking, what's it like to have a pitcher for caliber on the team?
It's impressive, and it's fun to coach. To compare, not to take anything away from Paige Pure for because 692 strikeouts is 692 strikeouts because you're going to look at it. But to compare it to Lilli's throwing at 43 feet. We're back in 2007 when Paige set hers, she was only throwing for 40. And 3 feet doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is. Like when that rule got changed, there were some pitchers who never pitched again because they couldn't do it from the 43 feet. So that's impressive. And then two, Lilli has shared pitching from day one as a freshman till now. I mean, there's been, multiple arms on staff where when Paige was throwing, there really was only Paige. So Paige threw almost every game.
Yeah.
Or Lilli's only throwing, one or two a game or a week, maybe three if they're region. But ever since freshman, you've had the Paige Angers, Sarah Latham, all of these that come through where she's had to share duty with. So she broke it and now over 700 and I'm throwing every game.
Yeah.
So that's impressive as well.
That is pretty impressive. I've also noticed that recently we've been scoring more, hitting more, and winning more. What do you attribute that to? Is it just that we're getting further into the game, further into the season, so all the rest of the teams are tired out, or is it that we're getting better, we're getting more connected as a team?
I think it's that. We did the same thing last year. We're meshing, we're buying in, we're being able to see more pitching, we're getting more comfortable with our roles now. And, we always say you want to peak at the right time, and I think we're starting to go up that peak, and, that's what you want. And some teams start out high and, die off, but I think we're going the right direction. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah, that's good. And Lilli, so last year you guys were state runner-ups, and now you're back in the region, getting close to that top. What's it going to take to get the team back where it was last year?
I think just if we continue winning and win out in our region, we'll have a good seed going into state, and we should have a good run.
Okay. And I also know that you're going to UNC to play softball for college. So, but before you leave, what kind of legacy are you looking to leave behind on softball?
Well, I hope as a senior class as a whole, we leave behind good leadership for the younger kids so they can rebuild the program, and because we have a lot of people leaving. So
yeah, that's good. We've also played against Northgate on Tuesday, and we beat them 3-2. Sorry, forgot about that. We beat them 3-2, and with the McIntosh game being moved, there's a 14 battle for the top of the region. What does that mean for upcoming region games? What does that mean for us right now?
We control our own destiny. We went out, you control the controllables. That's one thing that we preach. And we went out and then get some help along the way. We're tied right now, in first. And we went out, we're centering stuff up, and then where the pieces fall. But you got to control what you can control, and you can't control what, Whitewater or Northgate or whoever does in their rest of the games. We went out, we set ourselves up, and what happens, happens.
How do you control what you need to control?
Doing your job, and that's what we emphasize to them, get your butts down, move the runners over, make the simple plays, and not worrying about, if we don't do this, then this happens. Just do what you're asked at that time on that pitch, and just take it one pitch at a time.
Does the team motto less factor into that anywhere?
Yeah, because, you limit the mental errors, limit where you're thinking, execute what you're doing, be selfless, sacrifice, and then success will follow after that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, for the Harris County game tonight, I know there's a possibility that it might be moved because of rain. We've seen that a lot throughout the season. What kind of impact or role does weather play right now?
This year's been crazy with weather. And the issue is, the impact is you're going to end up playing a lot of games, and a lot of games that mean a lot in a short amount of time. And so, it's going to roll on somebody like the pitcher and just the players, because all of these games are mentally straining. You got to be focused in all 7 innings, and eventually that's going to take the toll. So you're not going to have break days.
Yeah. So what does that do for the team as you go through this region and you're trying to get where you were last year. What does that do?
I think it helps for mental toughness because, you know, when state plays, you're going to have a best of 3 series. So you could be playing 3 games in 2 days.
Yeah.
And so I think it helps set you up mentally, you know, and get some physical conditioning in, but it sets you up for what's to come down the road.
Yeah, that makes sense. For the game tonight, do you guys have anything special planned for tonight?
Yeah, we're bringing alumni back. You know, it's good to see them back and welcome them. We haven't done that in a while, and you know, they're the ones who set the building blocks to what we're able to do today and what this program is made up of, and they set the foundation. So it's nice to welcome them back to the campus.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Speaking of tonight, we play Harris County, possibly if it's not canceled for rain, tonight at 7 p.m. at home. Make sure to check us out on theprowlernews.org and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at SMHS Prowler.